Greetings once again. I'm so glad that I can come into your space. It's always a privilege to talk to you and maybe share a few thoughts which I think are beneficial for any team member or somebody who is leading a group of people. And today I want to talk about communication, and mainly communication comes in two forms: the verbal communication and non-verbal communication. And so every time we are communicating a message or we are conveying a particular message to our team members or to the people that we work with, then one of the things that we need to do is to make sure that the information or the message is very clear. This message should be easy to understand to the recipient. The person receiving the message should be able to pick up what you're trying to say and the purpose of the communication that you're giving to them at that particular time. And so clarity for any conversation is very, very, very important. And that's why we need to avoid giving so many ideas in one sentence, giving so many ideas at the same time, because that is where some of the people get confused. Number two, the information that we pass across should be correct. This message should have the correct language, because there are times that you want to deliver a message but the attitude and the language is wrong, the pronunciation is wrong. This maybe it is a written kind of communication, the spelling, the grammar is all wrong. And so correctness is very important when it comes to communicating to our team members. Number three, the message has to be complete. Completeness for me means that when you have delivered the message must include the details of what should happen. Like, for example, you have told somebody to go and communicate to the team leaders that we're going to have a meeting next week somewhere. Now, when they get there or when they deliver the message, correctness means that when they leave that particular place, the people know the date of the meeting, they know the day, they know the time, they know the venue, they know who is involved and what is expected of them. And so when they leave that particular meeting, no questions are being followed after to ask, where are we going to meet? How are we going to be transported? How do we get there? Correctness means that now you have answered all the questions that may come up. And so when we are communicating to our team, we need to try as much as possible to have completeness in our message. Now, the other thing that we need to do is also be concise. When we are concise, what we mean is it's not about the magnitude of the words that you use. It's not about how long your speech is. When we communicate, it's about the depth and not the breadth. It's not about how long you're going to speak or how many words you're going to use. It's about how deep the message gets. And somebody said that the softer it is, the deeper it sinks. And so I have seen people, because I've been involved in many events, I've seen people who literally the microphone has been taken away from them simply because they were not concise. The other one that I'm going to share with us today is that when we are communicating to people, we need to be courteous. You see, when we are courteous to people, they get to know that we respect them, and this makes the communication